kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Some fresh air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Makes his man miss.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Looking to the end zone. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it up the 25-inch stride. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Looking to throw, it's Wallace. Oh, they're after him! And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play, now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now the play fake. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner is stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alvarez. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brooks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kendricks. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Dropping back. It's McDonald. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this 2nd half.
We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now this offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brooks. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Back to throw, it's McDonald. Fires to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He wants to throw it again. Another incompletion on third down. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll give it to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Takes the handoff. It's Knox.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Knox. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's in for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Caught over the middle. It's Kendricks. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kendricks. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. Makes the grab, it's Alvarez. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Back to pass, it's McDonald. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. What a tough break. A potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
Point after here, looking for the tie late. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal. They understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's McDonald. Going for it all. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And the point after is good. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Gives it on the option. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. To the ground, he's got it again. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Brings up second down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Third down, any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. Makes the grab. the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is just what you wanted. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Wallace. Looking to get it in. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
It's now third and goal.
Go straight ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.